Can I give you guys an unpopular opinion here? Financial freedom is not for everyone, and that's okay. Not everybody wants to retire at 50 years old. Not everybody wants to retire at 30 or 40 years old. Not everyone wants to retire early, and that's fine. And it's completely fine if you can't do it. I know that me and other financial YouTubers or people on YouTube or people on podcasts talk about financial freedom or Coast Fire. These things are cool to do, but they're not necessary for you to have a bright financial future. The biggest problem here is that social media creates one definition of success. You see people on social media that are pursuing Coast Fire, where basically you invest enough money at a certain age to the point where you don't have to invest any more money anymore. So that's a lot of money to invest. That's a lot of discipline. That's a lot of strategy. Like, you have to really be on your P's and Q's if you're going to do that. And then you'll see people that are maxing out their 401k, or you'll see a guy maxing out his 401k and his wife maxing out his 401k. People maxing out their Roth IRAs and their 401ks, all these different things. Or you see people buying all these rental properties and really just fast forwarding the amount of wealth that they can obtain within a certain amount of time. But I'm telling you guys, this is all not necessary, and don't fall for this trap of seeing people on social media and feeling like you're behind, because to be honest, you are probably right on track to where you want to be. You don't have to retire at 45. You don't have to retire at 50. You can literally just work until you're 62. You can retire at that normal age. You can work for the rest of your life. As long as you're doing something that you enjoy, then go for it. And that brings me to my next point. Some people love working. And that's kind of the difference between someone that wants to pursue Coast Fire or someone that wants to retire early. They may not enjoy their job, so they're just going to completely invest majority of their money. They're going to invest 70-80% of their money so they can retire as soon as possible. But if you enjoy your job, then you can strategically invest less money than that person, because you're going to be retiring later than they are. So you have a lot more time to invest than they do, which also makes it less stressful to invest your money, because you're not worried about investing this lump sum of money every single month. You know, for example, I just saw a YouTube video, and this girl, she was a software engineer in New York City, and she was making $250,000 a year. And you might look at that as, wow, $250,000 a year. I wish I made $250,000 a year. Shoot, I wish I made $250,000 a year. But she gave up her $250,000 a year salary to be a business owner. So basically what she did, she saved up $200,000 with her $250,000 a year salary and invested into a business selling matcha. And she says she works every day, and of her business, she operates on $33,000 a year. So she went from $250,000 a year to $33,000 a year, and she is happy. She loves what she does. She absolutely enjoys it, and that is the key to life. Like, doing something that you enjoy. If you don't enjoy your job, then maybe you want to pursue Fire or Coast Fire. But if you absolutely enjoy what you're doing, then don't even worry about listening to me or listening to these videos that talk about investing 25% of your income or 30% of your income. Because if you're expecting to work a long time, then you could just invest 15 or 10% over a period of 30 or 40 years, and you'll be in the same place or close to the same place as those people that were investing a lot more money at a young age because they want to retire early. And like I kind of insinuated to earlier, your retirement goals change everything. It changes all the numbers completely. Because I want to retire at 49, I have 20 years to retire. I have to invest more money. I have to invest at least 15% and continue to invest that. Like, I can't go below 12% to have the number that I want in my 401k. I have to continue to invest in my Roth IRA because I want to retire early. I'm putting the pressure on myself. I'm not saying I don't enjoy my job. My job is decent, but I want to retire when I'm eligible. So I need to put a lot more money than someone that plans on retiring at 65 because they enjoy their job. They're not going to leave anytime soon. So they could just invest 10%, 12%, and that's not a lot of their income. But for me, I have to invest 15 to 20% of my income. To be honest with you guys, the math changes depending on the life that you want. If you want to retire early, which is completely fine with me, I mean, it's really your life. If that's something that you want to do, you're going to have to invest a lot of money early on. But if you plan on retiring in your 60s, then you don't have to invest as much early on. And you can kind of enjoy your life at the pace that you want to enjoy your life. Because again, this financial freedom thing is not for everyone. It doesn't have to be a balls to the wall type of deal. Because when it is balls to the wall, life gets tough. Because, I mean, that's a lot of money to invest and you still got to live. It's expensive out here and it's hard to invest all that money. So you have to figure out what you want to do with your life. Do you want to retire early, or do you enjoy your job enough to the point where you don't mind staying 30 or 40 years? And finally, you need to stop comparing yourself to other people. This is really the biggest issue, and I still have this issue to this day. I'm not perfect, even though I talk about money and I think I'm good with my money and make smart decisions. I'm not perfect, and I make these mistakes all the time. I tend to compare myself to other people. I think that's kind of part of the reason that I ended up buying our rental unit. The house hack was a great choice, first of all. And I was influenced by the people I saw or what people were telling me to buy a house hack, and I did that, and I was super happy about that. Then I saw people that were buying all these rentals, and I said, I want to get into rentals. I want to buy some more rentals. And we bought one, and it was good for a few years, but when it got bad, and I was not for it. Owning rentals literally made me want to just invest into the stock market. It made me not want to deal with people. It made me not want to deal with all this crazy stuff. I just wanted to invest in the stock market and leave it at that. And I fell for this trap because I was looking at other people. Or you might go online and see someone traveling, or you might go online and see someone that's 35 and has $1 million invested. And I see this stuff all the time. I look at it like, see their story, you see what they make, you see that we're just not the same. We don't have the same lifestyle. We don't have the same come up. We don't have the same income. And we have to realize these things, because if we don't realize these things, we can literally run our lives into the ground because we're trying to compare ourselves to someone else. And we may never actually meet the level that they have reached. You really just have to know what you want. Some people want a paid off house. Some people want a pension. Some people want a big 401k. Some people want that high paying job. And this is personal finances. It is personal to you. And once you realize that it's personal finance, you'll realize what you actually want in life. The problem isn't that some people want financial freedom. The problem is when people act like their version of success should be your version of success. If that means retiring at 50, great. If that means retiring at 65, even better. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you comfortable, because at the end of the day, you have to live with yourself, and you can't replace your life with theirs. You have to live your own life when it comes to your finances. So don't be pressured from seeing all these videos saying you need to be investing 15% of your income into the market. You have to just find the numbers that work for you. Everyone has different numbers. Everyone has different situations. Everyone needs to save a certain amount of money. For example, me, I have a pension. Say my pension is $50,000 and I need to live on $100,000. Then I need to save like 1.5 million or 1.2 million. That's what I need to save in my 401k. But for someone that doesn't have a pension, they'll need to save more money. And they're just completely different situations. I'm retiring earlier, they're retiring later, so they can save less money than I'm saving right now, but they still need to save more money by the time they're whatever age. So there's all kind of different factors that play into this. Just stay on your own track. Don't follow what other people are doing. Do your own thing when it comes to these finances. Just be smart and make sure you're investing something. And know when you're going to retire, know how much money you need, and you'll be good to go. So let me know what you guys think about this video. Just a quick thing that I was just thinking about on the way to work the other day. Like, everyone's on a different path. And just because you're not on their path doesn't mean you're on a bad path or a good path. Like, you just have to do what's best for you at the end of the day when it comes to these finances. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video.